So Kevin, there's a few things, really basic things, kind of like CPR, that we like to tell people that they can do. 5 steps. 5. One is ask the question. If you are concerned about somebody, some people are afraid, I don't want to ask them if they're thinking about suicide because maybe I'm going to plant that idea in their head. No. The research shows that that's not the case. In fact, if you ask somebody, and you can ask it in a way that's, look, Kevin, I know you've been having a lot of hard times recently, and sometimes when people feel that way, they have some pretty dark thoughts and they think about suicide. Do you ever think about that? So it's as opposed to, are you thinking about suicide?
Yeah.
Which is a very different way of asking. So you can do it in a caring way, a non-judgmental way, in a way that isn't filled with fear or anxiety, but caring. So ask. Just ask, because the research says that's not going to put the idea in their head. In fact, if they're thinking about it, it makes them feel relieved. You know how it is. Somebody asks you that, it's like
they see you.
I can talk to you.
Yeah.
I can talk to you. And if they're not feeling that way, it's like, no, I'm not feeling that way. The second thing is you should ask. Well, if you are thinking about it, if you said yes, I'd say, well, so what are you thinking about doing? Ask them what they're thinking about doing, because if there's something like, if they're going to get a gun or something like that, you need to know that so you can try to stand in between them and that thing they're going to do and just say, you know what, let me just hold on to your gun for a little while, just till you get through this time. Look, you always have a choice later. Right now, I just want to keep that away from you. It's just, I care too much about you. I don't want to see any of that happen, so let's just give it some time right now. Let me hold on to it. The third thing is, listen, be there, non-judgmentally, just listen. You don't have to solve your problem, right? Most of the time your friends aren't saying, I'm going to fix this. Because they know well enough how to help you. They're not going to say, I'm going to make your thoughts go away. I'm going to fix all your problems. I'm just going to be there for you. And that's all you got to do is just listen. I'm sorry you're going through this, man. I just know that you don't have to go through this alone. I'm going to be there with you. And you know what? Friends can do that. Like, therapists can't say to you, Kevin, you're never going to be alone with this. But friends and loved ones can say that. And that's what you want to hear from, like, you're not going to have to be alone. I'm going to be here. I understand. I'm going to take care of you. And here's the next thing. This is what your friends do really well. And that is bring in others. So it's not just your friends, like, okay, it's just us dealing with this. It's going to be, no, we got to get you to your clinic, or we got to call a hotline, or we got to get some professionals, or bring in other family members. So create a circle of support so it's not just the two of you dealing with it alone, right? So that's the thing, is that it's not our little secret. We got to bring in other people to keep this situation safe. So we can then take the next step towards going beyond safety, getting back to a life worth living. And the last thing is following up, baby. You know, because it's like after you get past the crisis, it's not like, all right, check you later, things are good.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, you know what, Kevin, I'm gonna check in on you. Make a little schedule.
Yeah.
When's a good time for me to check in with you to see how things are going? Just knowing that your friends are thinking about you after you've been through a crisis makes a big difference. The research is clear on all of this stuff. All this stuff sounds really simple. It's just human to human. Yeah. And guess what? The research shows this stuff saves lives across the board. This is what crisis counselors really do, essentially. I've just boiled it down to some just human steps, but that's what it is.
If almost every human being can find that true empathy within themselves to go do that for that young lady, or that young man at the train station, or that kid on a bus, talking to the guy in his head, we'll be a much better place, John.
Yeah,
we'll be a much better place.
Yeah, and you're helping to be that way.
We're all helping. We're all one part of a big team. We just need to realize it.
Yeah.
We gotta be here tomorrow. Just be here tomorrow. I will.